July market stats for Edmonton and area. And guess what? I include new home construction sales and all the surrounding communities of Edmonton. Hey, my name's Leanna Martens. I am an Edmonton real estate agent, and you might want to stick around all the way to the end because not only do I do all the communities around Edmonton, I'm also going to include new home construction specific. So let's get at it and start with the local Edmonton market stats. Hey, I don't want to forget this. If you might be considering a relocation, reach out to me and my team below because that is what we specialize in. We take the stress out and we make it easy. So let's get moving on Edmonton's market stats. So this is the Edmonton market stats for the previous month. And basically the most important things that you need to look at and understand are overall sales prices. So we've got our all residential price, which is $415. So this represents 4 different segments of the market. That's condos, row homes, duplexes, and single family detached. I am going to focus on the single family right now. So single family is $548, and year over year, that's up almost 12%. Now I'll move into the half duplex. That's a pretty huge price jump. And it honestly depends on where you are, the age of the home, the style of the inventory. So you can see that duplexes are around $405. If you're buying new home construction, they're quite a bit higher than that. And year over year, those are up 6%. And then we have our row homes and those are up pretty substantially, which is equal in terms of price year over year. 11.6%, which basically rounds up to 12, and that's at 286. And then we've got our condos, and our condos, the last month and two were up about 10% year over year, but right now they're cooling a bit. So the average price is 201. And I think the things that are important for you to understand if you are purchasing is what is happening in the market, supply or demand. And that's what we're looking at when we're looking at sales or listings. So the sales is basically how many buyers are in the market right now. So if you're a buyer, it's who are you competing with? And the listings is how much inventory is there for you. So if there's more buyers than there is inventory, then that's where you start to push pricing up because there is more buyers than there is the inventory to supply them with what they want, and you end up competing. So right now we've got year over year sales at 27% higher than they were last year, and we only have 13% of buyers, still up 13% year over year, but the comparison from 27 to 13 basically means that you've got 14% more buyers looking to purchase inventory that isn't available. So you end up with a very competitive market, especially when you are looking at kind of the best listings. That's where you're going to get the most competition. So on average, it's looking at sales or 31 days, but it really depends on the area that you were looking in and the style of inventory. So if you're curious about that, send me a DM, I will tell you. So now let's look at the new home construction sold map. All right, friends, so I'm going to remind you that now I'm moving into Edmonton and surrounding area, because if you are considering moving, just trying to get information about Edmonton, the real estate market, prepare yourself. You're not likely just looking at Edmonton. You want to compare and look at all of the surrounding communities and make a value decision and a judgment choice about what's best for you and or you and your family. So I always include Spruce Grove, Stony Plain. We go to St. Albert. Sherwood Park is out here. This is East Edmonton. And then down south, which is Beaumont, which is a smaller French community. And then we're into Leduc as well. And this is specifically new home construction. So this is the only place that you can find only the new home construction sold stats. So this is going to be all types of new home construction, all the way from condos, row homes, duplexes, and single family. So right now, over the last 30 days, there was 147 sales. Now let's have a look at, next, we're going to have a look at the actual prices. But before I do, I just want to point out quickly the volume of sales. So I sold new home construction in Spruce Grove to a relocation from Ottawa, actually, so I can contribute to that number. And I myself am bringing a lot of my clients into Spruce Grove to consider. Also, we're always looking at Leduc, just because the pricing is so competitive and so good. So on average, you guys can save, depends on the style of inventory, but $30,000 to $50,000 if you're looking at, I would say, anywhere from a row home to a single family. So now I'm going to move this into the new home construction sold pricing, so you can get an idea of what is the pricing on average. Okay, so looking at the pricing is important for more than one reason. One, it's really important to educate you guys to help you set an expectation for negotiation, so you understand how much room is there in the price, right? So this is what is called the sold to list price ratio. And it is this column right here. And here you can see for Edmonton, 74 of the 147 sales were in Edmonton. And the average that a builder got was 100% of their list price. So this is the average over 74 sales over 30 days. But it ranges, as you can see here, from 95 to 109%. So you really do have to, and this one's up to 114. Each one of these are a little bit different, and that doesn't necessarily represent, especially when it's new home construction, if it goes above list. It doesn't mean that it was competing. Lots of times with new home construction, it could be because they have ended up including some type of after change or upgrade in the home, and then they've tacked that onto the price. So your average days to sell here for new home construction are 52, and pretty consistently in my experience for new home construction, days on market are longer than in the resale market. Leduc, we've got 4 sales and it's 101% average that builders got for their homes. Leduc County 99, and the average price point there was 508. Then we're moving into Parkland, and it's about 98% that builders got, and actually, sorry, 99%. And the average price, sold price, is 46. Spruce Grove, there was 24 sales, right? So pretty higher volume, I should say. And builders got on average 100% of their list price. And the average price there was 487. Then we were into St. Albert, 100% of list price there, right? Very strong market. 19 sales, and the average price point was 745. So there's a few larger, quite a few actually, higher ticket homes. And then we're going to go into Strathcona, which is Sherwood Park, and same thing, 100%. The average price point there is 443. So overall, out of 147 new home construction sales, the average sales price that the builder got was 100% of their list price. Let's move into next. I want to take you on a tour. So I'm going to choose one of these that I think is worthwhile showing you, and then I'm going to take you through it. So this is Glen Ridding Ravine, and I wanted to take you on this tour specifically because I actually just did 2 home tours in Glen Ridding Ravine, and they're beautiful. You can check them out right here. So I want to take you on this because it is in Glen Ridding. There's good pricing because it's still outside of the city. In this particular location, it's beautiful because it's built basically backing. These are walkout basement homes, and they're backing the ravine. So there's nothing, honestly, other than you look out your bedroom window and it's just nature and trees. So it's quite gorgeous. So this is a 2,700 square foot home. It is 9-foot ceilings on the main floor. It got a triple car garage. And in Alberta, what we're saying in terms of 2,700 square feet, that's above ground square footage. So anything below, which is going to be, I would say about 1,400 square feet, is going to be the undeveloped basement. That's the walkout that you would have in addition to that. So you would have a substantial home, almost 4,000 square feet, once that's completed. So I'm going to take you through this home. But before I do, I really want to give you an idea of the area a little bit more of Glen Ridding Ravine. So this is where it is. So I pulled it out just because I know you guys are pretty familiar with the Anthony Henday, which is the ring road. And you can see that Glen Ridding Ravine is southwest Edmonton. So I'm just going to pull it in a bit. That's where the little greenhouse is down here. And it's south of the Henday into the newer areas, which is Windermere, which is a beautiful community, Ambleside, Keswick, Glen Ridding. So Keswick and Glen Ridding is where they have the majority of the newer home construction happening. And you can see that these homes are backing this green space right here. It's beautiful, and it's extremely close to the golf club, Jager Ridge Golf Club, right here. So let's have a look at this triple car garage home, 2,700 square feet, 4 bedrooms up, open to below walkout basement. It's got all the stuff. This is $1,025,000. That's main floor den. And again, you're seeing the softer colors. Like we are, thank God we have progressed past like these really, I don't know, I just don't find them, like I prefer organic materials. So I like a hardwood if you're going to mix it in with anything else, honestly. So this is white with this really nice engineered hardwood. And you can see the open to below which really just opens up your experience. This is the type of home you definitely want to be built in this location because it really maximizes the nature, the fact that you are backing onto that ravine. So they've got this beautiful custom wall feature here built in, and then you can see that they've taken the cabinetry into built-ins all the way across into the dining room. You'll see that shortly. Yeah, there you go. So that's a beautiful feature. And then they've done custom built-ins throughout there. And you have the island, the waterfall island, and then enough space for your dining room table. And then behind, you will see this is going to be your patio doors that take you out to the rear patio, which again is the ravine. And that's what's allowing so much natural light. Like, look how bright this is. And it's because of the windows. This has, in addition, a spice kitchen. So you can see the spice kitchen off to the side here. So basically it just allows, lots of times there's certain ethnic groups that really prefer to have that spice kitchen for the smells and the richness of the spices that they use. So it doesn't, all the aroma doesn't go through the entire house. And you can still see the black edging for a lot of the finishes throughout, like light fixtures, mirrors. Sometimes they're putting it on pulls, hinges, door hinges, and things like that. And now moving into the second floor, and there's a lot of really beautiful custom work. So they've got shelving all the way through. They've got wall features, more shelving, and another bonus room upstairs. And then you got your second floor laundry. And these are quite large bedrooms, right? So it's going to be 1,400 roughly square feet above, I should say, on the second floor. So there's your master with another wall feature. They've got these beautiful hardwood doors. That's gorgeous. I really love that walk-in closet. And then you got your master ensuite. Beautiful slate, black slate. We're seeing lots of black, and it's balancing really well with the rest of the selections. And you've got this recessed ceiling, and then, oh, it's got herringbone on the wall. I'm a huge fan of herringbone. It's just such a beautiful feature. Hardwood herringbone. I happen to love that. Oh, and look at these custom sinks. Beautifully done. I'm going to say, I think that's beautifully done. That's the walk-in. Very nice. So this is Glenridding Ravine. You can see back here, and then there's a walking path. So it is a very, very beautiful experience. It's a beautiful way to walk out in the morning, having your morning coffee or hanging out there with your family. So there you have it. There's a little bit more of the walk path ravine space, as it should. Thanks for sticking around. I know today was a little longer than usual. I hope that you understood more about what is happening in our local market right now, what you can expect for pricing, and also is there value in the money that you spent. So that location that we just toured, again, it was $1 million home. Not everybody's in that price point. Some might be more, some might be less. No problem, but it's a great location, beautiful community, and there's price points that span all the way from, honestly, from a row home all the way up to $1 million properties. So if you have any questions for me and my team, or you might be considering a relocation, guess what? It's what we do. Our information's below. Reach out direct, and I will respond. I take the stress out and always make it easy. So I will see you in the next video, and tell me what you want to see more of so I can make it. Take care.